Okay, this is the Crazy Neighbor story time part 2. I did post part 1, so if you guys want to go check that out, go check that out first because you'll basically understand a little bit of what has been going on here and how we have been trying to solve the problem and might really happen. But we're just gonna start doing that Crazy Neighbor story time and until like it does get fully fixed. But let's start with how I know a few things about what's been going on in that house because I have family that does live on the third floor in this building. And like I said before in the first video, the owner of this building that runs the whole darn show, that owns this thing, there is a manager that does live in this building. And the manager will always live in this building. That's how he's always said it, is the manager will always live in this building because if the manager lives in the building, you will know what is going on in this building. Unless they leave to go somewhere. So, the original manager of this building got fired. So there's a whole new one. So there's like a whole show going on here. But the owner of the building is here. He came out of country to come here to fix some things because people have been telling him that things are broken. And he needs to fix them. At first he's like, I don't care about that they're broken and stuff like that. But then he's getting texts after texts because we're freaking texting him. Our main problem is that the washers and dryers don't work in here and our clothes are burning and shrinking. Or they're just flooded with water in the laundry room. Because then the water will leak from the laundry room out to the darn hallway and then I'm stepping in it and my dogs are stepping in it. And then it's a mildew problem. But that's not the situation here. The situation is my crazy neighbors. There's 2 apartments, okay? 1 and 2. Okay, there's 2 families. They're both family. And they live on the exact same floor. I got the one neighbor right here. I had no problem with. They talk to us sometimes. Basically, they just keep to herself, really doesn't say nothing. Then, on the other side of him is the crazy neighbors. And then across from that crazy neighbor is the other crazy neighbor that are family. Okay? Then on the other side of them is the staircases that lead down to the street. So, one night, okay, I have a camera on my door to see what's going on in the hallway. Because I've had situations before that I got the camera for that I'm not going to speak on because the people that were doing it, they stopped after we called the cops on them. So when you have a camera on your door, you can see, hear, and you'll know who's doing it. So you basically know everything. I had them come up to, they don't even care that the camera's there no more. After I took my decorations down, the decorations were kind of like near the camera, like kind of covering it. So when they started saying stuff to the camera, that kind of made me mad and made my dad mad. Because me and my dad were the ones that put the camera there. Because me and him are like the ones that know stuff about electronics and how to work it and put it in. So I got to the point where you're now speaking to the camera that it's irritating me. Alright, bouncy ball. Now I got to the point where you're speaking to my camera that it's irritating me. And the stuff that they were saying, I can't even say on here. And I've had racist comments told to me, telling me that I'm too white to wear braids. I don't even know if I should say that in here. That kind of hurt my feelings, but I've had stuff said to me before that are worse than that. I just kind of walk away when my parents say it. I say something. It got to the point where... What the heck is that? Is that my dog? Okay, it was literally my dog making a bed in the front room for itself when it has a dog bed. So it got to the point where you're just going to start talking stuff about me, whatever, the ball's running away. It got to the point where it's irritating me, and then it got to the point where you're stopping in front of my door. You're doing this purposely. This has happened 3 to 4 times where they're doing this. I'm going to quit it. It's happened 3 to 4 times. The one time, it was the baby. The baby, that's a whole thing. I don't care, it's a baby. Then it got to the point where you're stopping in front of my door with trash. I thought maybe you're trying to fix the trash. Like, I give people like chances here. Then you get to the point where my mom's like, no, they're not stopping in front of the door to fix the trash. No, you're stopping in front of the door, putting trash in front of my door. When my dad realized that stuff, he took the vacuum and went and vacuumed it. And vacuumed in front of the door. Because we're going to have to pick it up because the darn owner of the building is here and is going to say something. Okay, it's either they're trying to get us kicked out of here or they're trying to do something. Then you got the kid is saying stuff. Your kid is coming to my door saying stuff. This kid is my age. It has to be at least 13, 14, 15 age. Because she looks at my height, my age. They don't... Okay, I'm escaping poorly. Okay, it's irritating me to the fact where you're having your kids come over here saying stuff. You're having your kids come over here trespassing, invading privacy, and is also vandalizing. Vandalizing. This is the vandalizing problem here. The vandalizing problem, we took to the owner of the building and the manager, and they had a whole darn group meeting. My mom and my dad went downstairs to the second floor where the manager's office is. And they had a whole darn conversation because it started with first they were texting about like the rent and like the whole just like situation about like the apartment. Then after they were done with that, a couple minutes go by, he's not texting. After that, he said, my mom said, hey, I need to talk to you about a situation I'm having up here with my neighbors. And he said, well, what's going on? And she texts him, tells him. He said, okay, well, we need to have a meeting about this on the phone. He calls on video call, and my mom goes into the laundry room and shuts the laundry room door. And because it's loud in here, we have animals and my sister and all that. And like I'm also recording YouTube videos and all that all the time for up to ready to go. And so it gets loud, and I'm also editing all the time to get them out. So she goes in there and has the meeting, and she comes back in here like an hour later. After it, he says that he's gonna get the situation figured out because he says that that it's been going on for too long. Because of part 3, there's gonna be another problem here. So they haven't paid rent in over 2 months. They have it. Their kids run down the hallway all the time. The problem is with that, I get their kids, but you should not be running down the hallway from midnight to 1 to 2 o'clock in the darn morning. I get DoorDash orders too here, Amazon orders, and my concern here is because Amazon has been coming, and I've been ordering Christmas presents and all that stuff too. Like I need to go get more soon. I only have one for my sister, and I still need to get more. The situation with that is I'm concerned because these people know that we turn them in. Is that they're going to start stealing stuff from my door. I have the camera. I will have footage of it. And the owner of the building is on our side because they know that this has been going on. It's just stupid. Stupid and retarded because I think this is racism. When it's racism, you guys need to take matters into your own hands. Because it's not right. We all are our own colors. We should all have respect. And that's what my dad said, is that we should all have respect. This is not okay. And that's why the owner of the building doesn't know if it's racism or if it's something else. I don't know if it's a money thing. I don't have freaking money like you freaking think I do. We splurge sometimes and go out and go do some things. Yes. But it's not like you can have fun. You can go do what you want. It's just when you say something to somebody, it's stupid. Um Part three will have a lot more to the story of what they've been doing. I'll see you guys in the next one. My cat is doing something in my closet and I need to get that thing cleaned. Um the closet gets a mess all the time. I need to find winter stuff in there because it's getting really cold. So that's not gonna be a video. That's just me listening to music. But I will see you guys in the next one. And yeah.